Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues and where we are finishing off our night in the Prospect League. We have a huge match here. We have the Wyverns versus the Blackhawks, and joining me in the booth for the first time ever is the GOAT, Dr. Shadow. Shadow, I know you're nervous. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm sure this is not the person that you guys were expecting, but I'm here nonetheless. We're gonna get this thing done.
Yeah, no, I mean, it said Ventus on the screen, and I found the next best Rocket League player I could find, and that was you, Shadow. So that's why we're here. And I think we are ready to join on up if they are, because we're a little bit behind, but that's okay. These games, they're going to go quick. Shadow, you are a prospect player, so I'm going to ask you for a prediction real quick. You know, it don't got to be 100% accurate, but I know who I'm going for, but I want to hear who you're going for first.
Yeah, so I know the Wyverns come into this as a heavy favorites here, but you know what? I have the faith in the underdog. I do believe that the Blackhawks are going to make a series out of this. I don't know if they'll be able to take it all the way. I'm going to say Game 5 potential, but I'm going to say the Blackhawks edge it out.
Blackhawks edge it out. All right, I'm going to take the Wyverns because I know Postman, and shout out Postman, won a chip for the Melons last season, and he's the GOAT. So I have Postman here. I know Dinohsores was really hyped up during the draft, so I'm expecting great things. And King Koku got a great pass over to Dinohsores. What a double here from King Koku. An early lead here for the Wyverns, and offense like this, and a little bit of panic on the defense as well. Shadow, whenever you're in Prospect League, shots like that, I don't know if they come every now and then, but that was a great pass out there from King Koku.
Oh, yes, you're going to see a lot of passing plays out of this Wyverns team, and they were showing that right off the gate, just coming in pressure the whole way out. So really impressive out of them to start off the match.
So far, already getting some early pressure. I want to see some more, but this Postman is going to hit that one way high. His Grebsy, Goatcaster, by the way, is going to get cleared out as King Koku now continuing to get that pressure going. That ball bounces in the midfield, but Mr.Marino able to get that ball cleared. As now Grebsy in the midfield, able to get a long touch. King Koku just has to pop that one over its time, but Mr.Marino there, once again, that one high off the backboard. And Mr.Marino there for the shot as well. Postman can't get the save, doing it himself. Mr.Marino off the backboard gets the shot as well. Really quick here on the shot, man. Just really good pressure just from Mr.Marino alone.
Oh yeah, Mr. Marino, he's showing why this Blackhawks team is not going to go down so easy.
Yeah, and also they're playing without one of I think one of their better players, BradMcsnackwrap, a fire name. So I know he's a great player, and that one obviously hurts to see. But Grebsy subbing in, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Grebsy's aura keeps that ball from going in, as Postman couldn't put that one on targets. As King Koku now chasing Mr. Marino down for this ball on a great 50. It's time. A little awkward. Postman, I know you can read. I know if you can read that well. King Koku and Dinohsores double commit for that one as that ball bounces off the corner. Good shot here from Postman. No, it's going to go high. Off the backboard once again. Grebsy, not a great touch here, but it's going to be one out by Dinohsores once again. That ball bouncing in the midfield. Dinohsores put it away. What a save coming out from Grebsy. Mr. Marino doesn't get the touch, but fakes out. I believe that was it was Postman. He faked out there as King Koku trying to continue the pressure, getting some wall dashes. Somebody check this guy's controller. I don't know who's playing on that one, but a wall dash is coming out from our prospect player. I've never seen that before. Postman clears that one to the side. King Koku taking his time. It's a one touch, but it's time already on top of it. Almost halfway through this game already. A little 1-1 already as Grebsy tries to drop that ball mid. A little bit slower play here from the Blackhawks. Still trying to find a ball through, but Postman sends that ball flying. King Koku trying to react, has the read, has the shot as well, and in an instant goes from one end of the field to the back of the other team's net.
Yeah, and just for flashiness there at the end, showed a couple of wall dashes out there as well, as you were saying earlier. One thing I did notice, the Wyverns are doing really well is they're doing a lot of boost control. They're being able to grab those midfield boosts over a lot of other players. So one thing to look forward for, maybe they will be susceptible to some long-term clears like Grebsy just tried there.
Trying to see if they can catch him off guard. Mr. Marino gonna try to catch him off their guard there with the double. Not gonna go through. Grebsy now trying to keep that ball in play. Mr. Marino has full boost. Elects not to go for it. Grebsy with a 50. Mr. Marino with a high pop. King Koku has to turn on that one. Able to get a beat on one. Mr. Marino in the sidewall. Bump comes through, but King Koku gets a very crucial bump. Postman, excuse me, long clear. and a huge 50. Give him the Postman title for a reason, as he just posterized Grebsy in front of net.
Yeah, Postman, I loved having him on the Melons last season. Unfortunately, it just wasn't to be this season, but he's just a great player all around.
Yeah, and this does it all. A great read there off the backboard. An even bigger 50, King Koku, who has been a little flashy, to say the least, trying to make a play there. And I haven't talked about this, man. Dinohsores was the player that I was expecting to pop off, but so far, all this Wyverns team making insane plays. A demo comes out, the air dribble not going to go through, because Grebsy, big Grebsy in the defensive line, with 5 saves already to his name, as now the Wyverns try to lock in on their defense. Postman gonna get him out of that real quick. Already up in the air. Postman couldn't get quite a touch on that one, but it's time. Gonna have a flip reset. Doesn't get the follow-up touch. Mr.Marino tries to get that ball clear. King Koku with a beat on one. It's time to drop that ball down mid. Dinohsores plays it to the corner. Another touch as well. That ball going to bounce way high here as Mr.Marino with a nice catch. Has the flick. No, doesn't get the timing right. And that ball instead just goes to the corner as that ball now falls down. Grebsy's shot not going to go through, but off the backboard, Mr.Marino, not a whole lot of boost. Still, getting up there, able to get the 50. Grebsy's shot, a slow one, doesn't have the boost, and really just no offensive threats. No shooting threat, it felt like, coming out from the Blackhawks there. Now, can they get another offensive attack going? Shut down immediately by King Koku. It's time now. Trying to get that ball clear. Dinohsores going to let him go as he has no boost to work with. Mr.Marino couldn't get the shot on target from that pass. It was a good pass, though. A good idea. I like the ideas coming out from the Blackhawks, but the shooter just not quite there. 30 seconds remaining. Can the Blackhawks find a way through? That is the question. Dinohsores going to try to make it very hard. Try to waste as much time as possible. King Koku going to try to make a play. Oh my goodness! Somebody clip that one. That is a play of the season.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe what I just witnessed here. Oh, he was already up from the first hit and just hit right back into him. Oh, it was a fantastic shot. Great play by the Wyverns.
I am in disbelief here, Shadow. That one might just be the highlight that goes in the intro video. That's the kind of play we like to see coming out from these prospect players. A free goal here. I lied. What a save there from Mr. Marino. Does not want any of his other teammates to score. That one, the game's over. It didn't really matter. But I'm just shell shocked because I just saw the best goal I've ever seen. And I've casted Nemesis for 6 seasons at this point. That is an insane shot coming out from King Koku and Dinohsores. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, certainly up there for possible clip of the season, or shot of the goal of the season, that is. So we're going to have to see if anything else can kind of compete with that as the season goes on. But one thing that I did notice, this game wasn't necessarily as far away as the scoreline might have seemed. But one thing, the Wyverns shot the Blackhawks 9-2 that match. So that's something the Blackhawks just need to get more shots on target in order to keep up with the Wyverns pace.
Yeah, and I do think the Blackhawks, like you said, they had opportunities. The second man felt a little off. I'll end it there. A little off. It just wasn't perfect. Whenever you're playing second man, as a whole, you usually want to try to play best case scenario, which means, hey, I'm playing, my teammate gets a beat, and the ball goes here, and I'm going to have an opportunity to shoot. You're playing as optimistic as possible for a chance to score and a chance to at least get a shot on target. They felt like they were trying, just to not let Wyverns get a shot and try to play as much defense as possible. But whenever you play that passive, it allows these cracks in your defense to form, and also, it allows some really long clears. If your teammate does pass the ball, it's just a free clear. And the Wyverns will clear it off your backboard, then pass it to each other off the backboard. Like, you can't just let that happen. So I want to see a little bit more proactivity from the second man of Blackhawks. There was one player in particular that I think needs to break 50 points, and that was Time. I know Grebsy is a hard third man. I saw that man save like 6 balls this game, or that last game. So I know he's hard third man. Mr. Marino kind of felt like the midfield presence that they really needed and was a shot creator. So I kind of want to see Time just send it. Just not let them have any time on the ball. It's in your name. They got time. They'll go take it from them and just insta chow, because I think you just need to get King Koku and Postman and Dinosaurs off the ball as fast as possible.
Yeah, well, they certainly got to do something different in order to change up what that first game had in store for them. I do agree with you. It definitely seems like their second man had been a little bit too passive throughout the entirety of that match, and you saw it with their first goal. As soon as that second man became more, although it was a little bit of Marino just popping off there in the middle as well, but as soon as the second man became more aggressive, it led to a certain opportunity for them.
Yeah, and I mean, whenever you get more aggressive like just play out of your second man, your third man also feels a lot more comfortable because they know what your second man's doing. It's a lot easier to play Rocket League whenever you know what your teammates are doing. And there's two ways to do that. One, you calm it, or two, Rocket League body language. It's a real thing. I can read my teammates all the time because they're the most readable players in the world, especially Flashy. I know what he's doing all the time. And, sometimes it's a lot easier to tell what your teammate's going to do whenever they're full boosting at the ball, going for a challenge, instead of just faking everything. So I want to see more aggressiveness. Blackhawks, you got nothing left to do than throw the kitchen sink at them, except go for kickoff. Mr.Marino decided he didn't want to do that, so it's going to be a free ball for Grebsy. That ball going to get pinched away here, going into game number 2. You said you have faith in Blackhawks going to game 5 and taking it. Shadow, I'm going to ask, do you want to switch up your prediction? Because I wouldn't.
Yeah. So I'm starting to think that way, especially if the Blackhawks don't show anything this game to change up how they were playing the first game. I still have faith that they may be able to change things around. However, this might not be the way to do that, unfortunately, as Postman does put that one into the back of the net. So maybe I will be switching my prediction here.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't blame you at all. And both players, Grebsy and Mr. Marino, got caught there flipping forward. And if you're in your back half and you flip forward, unless it's like a really long clear, there's 9 times out of 10 you're going to get caught out and the ball goes over your head and it's a goal. And that's what happens right there as Grebsy with a great challenge there on Postman. And that's the kind of challenge I like to see. An instant challenge. You got to get them off the ball quickly as time pops that ball up high. Trying to look for another touch and he gets one past Dinohsores. Postman going to hit that one off the sidewall. Gets another touch. Mr. Marino. And that's the kind of play I'm talking about, as that ball goes right through. I think if Mr. Marino leaves this, if he's second man, just challenges it, leaves it, I don't mind the play, but sometimes it's just hard to read if you're Grebsy. Oh, my teammate's catching this. Instead of Grebsy just kind of taking a shot there. A little miscommunication, and it's going to happen, Shadow. But if you're able to play simpler Rocket League, you're able to read the play of your teammates and the opponents a lot better.
Yeah, it just seems like after that long break after the first game, they just don't seem entirely into this right now. They really need some fantastic play or a player to kind of step up for them, to kind of get them back into this game and into the series.
And we know who that's going to be. And it's not this man that's shooting the ball right there, but that's a good shot from Grebsy, trying to take a little pop shot, test the defense at least a little bit there. But Mr. Marino, he was actually going on a solo play, as you were saying it. Now he looks for the pass over to Grebsy. Grebsy off the crossbar. Mr. Marino goes for it, hits it off target. Grebsy's shots could have been the thing to cut this lead in half. Instead, it is still 2-0. Postman already up, and this is where I think you got to jump 10 times sooner than that. Mr. Marino off the backboard, able to make the save, but if Postman had any boost there, that is an almost assured goal. Now, King Koku, it's going to leave that one for Postman as that ball hits the backboard. A couple team bumps here from Dinohsores and King Koku, as Mr. Marino gets instant-chowed there by King Koku. Dinohsores trying to play it down over to Koku once again, trying to recreate that first play. Not going to happen there as Mr. Marino tried to time, but instead it gets cleared away. Mr. Marino on the backboard with one touch, maybe looking for another. Might have a reset here, I couldn't tell. He doesn't get it, but still has an opportunity to shoot the ball. A really bad jump there from Koku. Could have been an opportunity, but you just don't expect that kind of misplay. But time is here, and it's time to score. Able to cut this lead in half with a huge dunk here on Dinohsores, and a play like that starts to get you back into the game, gets your momentum going a little bit, and this is where Blackhawks really need to start kicking it up in another gear.
Yeah, dunk and a half. What a way to get the team rolling. Just like I said, they needed in order to get back into this match. And wasn't the player we were expecting it to come from, but what a wonderful dunk from its time.
I was asking him to step up, and step up he did. King Koku now a little bit awkward. That ball just gets popped right over Time's head. Now, great control there from Koku, but a great challenge from Grebzy as well, forcing him off that ball. Now, Grebzy, once again, instant challenge Dino as Mr.Marino doesn't get the touch. Postman already up in the air. Zero boost left to work with, though. Dinosaurs look for the doink, and now it's a 2-on-1. Dinosaurs recovered really quickly, so Mr.Marino's shot not going to be a powerful one. Tried to get the follow. Instead, it's going to be Grebzy popping that ball way high. Time, shooting opportunity. Not a tough shot, though, as goes straight at Dinosaurs for the save. Grebzy able to get the clear. Dino with a one touch. Mr.Marino able to dunk it. Grebzy plays it to the side. A little bit of ping pong here. Not a whole lot of control, but one missed touch could spell a goal. Now it's going to be Postman looking for that one missed touch. Dinosaurs looking for that pass down mid. Time has to clear that ball way long. Mr.Marino goes for the boost, not the ball. Tries to get the dunk here, but a double commit could be huge. Postman gets one touch, no boost left to go the flip reset. But if he had 12 in the tank, it could have been dangerous. Instead, Dinosaurs now looking for the pass down. Doesn't get the touch he was looking for. King Koku balls his own teammate Grebzy. Just has to get one little touch, and it's going to fall right towards Time. Time with one touch, and if he took a little bit more time on that ball, could have maybe had the equalizer. Instead, Postman leaving that one for Dino. Dino off the backboard. That ball straight down, and disaster strikes here for the Blackhawks. An own goal from Time, and that is not what you needed right now with a minute left.
No, not at all. And just when I was thinking that the Blackhawks were getting back into the game, and they were doing exactly as what I said in the break, they are tied on shots 6-6. They are putting pressure on that net, and they were looking like they were getting back into it. Let's see if we can get into kickoff goal to start this one off. Oh, but it's saved! Oh, that would have definitely put them back into it, but...
Oh my gosh, Grebzy definitely feeling bad after that one, but that's just a huge defensive stand there from Postman. And I don't know how that ball's not in the back of the net right now, but instead, it's Postman looking for the opportunity. Time able to get the clear out. Koku able to keep that ball in play. Able to get 50 on Grebzy, but Grebzy still able to get that ball cleared all the way out. Good third man, deep third man there from Dino. Plays that one off the backboard. Looking for the shot. Oh my goodness, off the backboard. And cleared out. A touch there from Mr. Marino doesn't come through. Grebzy, could have left that one, but in the end, still, King Koku was able to get a touch. But Mr. Marino, on top of that one, is Dinosaurs not able to get a touch. Postman towards the sidewall. Postman out to Grebzy. Grebzy, high bang. That ball could waterfall right back down. King Koku able to make the free jump save, securing the victory here in game number 2. As Dinosaurs looking for the own goal. That's the kind of play I like to see in the Nemesis Gaming League. That is quality Rocket League.
Yeah, he's so good at this game, he just wanted to score an extra one just for fun. No, it was honestly a much better game than it was game 1, and I do like the progress that we are seeing out of the Blackhawks. Let's see if they can continue to move it forward and go for that reverse sweep.
Always do an own goal a series. Sadly, I can't say I own gold in my series, but that means I'm due for 2 next week. So that's actually not next week, but the next time we play. I guess it's Wednesday. Oh my goodness, we have more matches coming up this week. That's huge. But while I'm talking about next week, I'm talking about tomorrow, whatever it is. But we have a huge opportunity here for the Blackhawks to reverse sweep.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen. I would love to see it myself. It would be an exciting time for my first time casting, for sure. I am a little bit skeptical, more skeptical than I was to start the series now, but I do think that the Blackhawks can still get it done.
Yeah, I believe in the Blackhawks. Am I going to pick the Blackhawks is a different question entirely. I picked the Wyverns to win the series. I never gave a score. I was going to say 3-1, just, for my boy Grebzy. I think he deserves a game. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be a 3-1, as they have been absolutely dominant so far. The Wyverns, they've just been on a tear recently, Shadow, and they're looking to improve their win streak even more, which is crazy to think about, as early on, there are a lot of demos coming through. Dino might be getting an early goal here. Grebzy able to get another demo as well. And some interesting card choices as Mr. Marino. I don't even know what card that is, but Postman going to put that one away. Not even 30 seconds into this first game, and Wyverns already on top.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I know the first one they scored quick, and I do believe the second one they scored quick as well. So this would make all 3 games so far that they've scored extremely quickly. They're kind of just taking the air right out of Blackhawks before the game even gets started.
Yeah, and usually whenever you score first, you win the game. I don't know what the stat is in RLCS, but it's pretty high. And obviously, you know, Prospect and RLCS are about 1 division away in Rocket League. Like, that's pretty much the same thing. So, you know, these guys with a 1-goal lead, it's basically over at this point as Postman and King Koku look for the pinch. That one's going to go off the backboard. King Koku going to look for the off the backboard one more time, just pelting the backboard with these passes, and it's going to work here in the Prospect League very, very often as more pressure just comes out here from the Wyverns. A huge touch there from Postman. A great challenge there from Grebsy, though, as time now in the corner. Looking for an opportunity to get that ball mid. Not going to happen as that ball is met by nobody in the midfield as Dinohsores looking for the flip reset, looking for the 50 on all 3 of them. Said Time's going to have the clear. Now counterattack opportunity. King Koku playing the corner. Gets a nice fake challenge. Doesn't get bumped on that ball straight down. Marino puts it away, tying up this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's definitely good to see in the case of trying to get this series going over to that Game 5 like I predicted. Getting that early goal to tie it up, give them a little bit more life.
Yeah, and, you know, Wyverns, I just realized this. They started out the season, what is this, 1-5? 1-4? Yeah, no,
oh,
they started
really?
Sorry, 2-5. 2-5. They have won 5 straight, and they're looking for their 6th as Dinohsores is able to put that one away. Just a huge beat there by Postman. And look, King Koku, he can wall dash. Dinohsores has a cool name. Postman has been that midfield presence that has just kind of been everywhere. His first touches are always so good. As now it's going to be King Koku looking for a shot there. Mr.Marino able to make the save. And Postman puts that one high off the backboard time. Oh, tried to avoid the bump and get the touch on the ball. Dinohsores with a great first touch there. Postman, opportunity to shoot, and he puts that one away, pouncing on every opportunity here, Shadow. And on stream, they are looking to have some fun here. Kind of, there's still 3 minutes left, and they're already up 3-1.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much out of Dinohsores this series. I mean, obviously, we all know he's a fantastic player, but it's been a lot of Postman and King Koku kind of going crazy, so it's really nice to see him. He had a fantastic little pop in the air and touch again to get that pass. And oh my God, Postman's going to make it 4. It's starting to get run away with. Oh, let's see how it goes any further in this series.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the shot differential. It's 8-1 right now. That one goal, or that one shot turned into a goal. You know, it did happen. But Wyverns, they're really laying it on thick here. And my savior, Grebsy, who has had, like, too many saves to count in this series so far, not posting a single save yet. Or, sorry, no, he has a save. Actually, everybody on Blackhawks has a save. There's just been that many shots from Wyverns, so it's just hard to believe. But now the Blackhawks looking for an opportunity. That ball bouncing really high, and Postman really awkward. A double commit and a quadruple whiff as Times has to put it away, and he shoots it at Dinohsores. That ball definitely could have been slotted a lot better, but instead, Dinohsores with the free jump able to make that save. Now, Dinohsores able to make a touch, and Grebsy's touch is going to bounce straight mid. King Koku with a pre-flip. Not able to get there, but the pre-flip from Postman is off the crossbar and in. What a double pre-flip here from these players. They both turtled and then flipped forward. Literally did the exact same motion. One just went in the back of the net. They're having a lot of fun here, Shadow. And Postman, he's playing insanely well so far.
Oh yeah, not only Postman, the entire team is playing so well. They're out here having fun now. They're just going for clips. It's not what you want to see if you're the Blackhawks, but Postman's going to make it a 6th. They're on their way to a possible Brazil. It's just looking like this one just might be out of hand at this point.
Yeah, I mean, all they need left is their passports, really, and then they're on the plane at this point. I mean, there's still 2 minutes left. Postman maybe looking to drop 1,000 here. Wouldn't surprise me. He has been a scorer of 5 of the 6 goals so far, and he has an assist on the other one as well. Dinohsores able to get one touch, but Mr. Marino trying to calm it down a little bit with that Ford F-150. That's what the car is. I found it as the 50 comes through, and Grebsy could be there for the shot. Grebsy's shot gets saved. A good opportunity there falls to the wayside as Grebsy boxing out Dino, making him a little awkward as Mr.Marino able to take control. Gets absolutely dunked by Koku. Koku's going to try to put that one away. Time going to get dunked out by Postman. And Dinohsores is going to be there for the finish. And there it is. They're on the way, and they've arrived in Rio because, man, we got a Brazil.
Yeah, it was just coming in due time. It was just a matter of fact of when, not if, at this point. It does look like this might not even be it as well, with still a minute and a half on the clock. Let's see. Hopefully the Blackhawks can keep it to just that, or even score a few of their own. But it is looking like this is a one-way trip.
Maybe, but I've seen crazier comebacks. I know I haven't. I'm completely lying, but you know I want to see at least a little bit of fight here. And I will say once again, this is not the full Blackhawks lineup. I will say, I don't know how much more BradMcsnackwrap helps, but I think it's a decent amount at least, as Grebsy going to get a long clear here, trying to at least survive the onslaught that the Wyverns have been putting on. A double commit here from Time, and Grebsy still able to get it past a couple players. Grebsy now looking for the shot. If they get one more goal, they could set up the Barca, but not going to happen there. But, ooh, it's going to be Dinohsores with a double. That one is going to get to Postman. Postman gets another one, and he is creeping up to 1,000. Not there quite yet, but this goal helps him out a lot. Only 52 points away.
Yeah, if I were him, just to get to that 1,000, I'd be sitting in net waiting for a shot, trying to get that 2 points for the touch and 50 points for the save. We'll see if he does that or if he just goes for another goal. Either way, that'll put him over there. At this point, I do believe he's going to get it.
Opportunity to do so. Needs 50 points to make it happen. Could just be a save right here. Oh, King Koku takes it from him. No 1,000-point game. Dinohsores going to get a long clear. Postman just has to put it away. It's off target. Oh my gosh, I thought Marino put it in. The shot does come through though, so that's 10 points. He only needs a couple more. Postman, that ball's going to fall. Dinohsores puts that on target somehow. Mr. Marino able to get the save. And Postman not going to get it. Maybe he will. Just needs the goal. That ball going to fall. Postman doesn't break 1,000. Wyvern's going to go ahead and get the sweep here. And Shadow, dominant performance here from the Wyverns. 8-1 final score. Let me tell you, games like this, they don't always come, during the Nemesis season. Like series where you just feel that much better. But the Wyverns, you could just tell they felt that much better than the Blackhawks today. And, man, they showed it too.
Oh, yeah, the Wyverns just showed why they are a force to be reckoned with in the Prospect League. I am looking forward to see how far that they can go throughout the rest of the season. But one thing I do want to say is, even though that last game that did get a little bit out of hand, obviously you mentioned several times they were with Blackhawks were without BradMcsnackwrap. And other than that last game getting out of hand, they did have a lot of moments where they did look like they had something going for them. They looked like they were just that one click away from getting that last step in order to be getting those goals and getting those wins. So I do want to see how they do as well moving forward. Hopefully they can string together some wins as well.
Yeah, I would like to see it happen, but it wasn't going to happen tonight, especially not the way Wyverns were playing. They were just a little too on top of things, and we are going to have to wrap it up here. Shadow, thank you so much for stepping in. First time casting. Everybody give him a round of applause. Absolutely huge shout-outs to Shadow here. Did a great job, by the way. Very good job. And shout-out to Cream as well for streaming. And as well, shout-out to all of our donors for the Nemesis Discord. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And anybody that subscribed as well, appreciate it. And that's going to be it here for our Monday night stream. Match day 13. We're almost done with the season, but there's still so much Rocket League left to be played. So definitely come back Wednesday where we will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern once again. So check back in then. And Shadow, if you got nothing left, if you got anything else you want to say, other than that, we're headed out of here.
No, thank you so much for having me. I did end up having a blast for my first time, and it was a pleasure doing it alongside you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Really appreciate you.
All right, with that, we'll be back Wednesday, like I said, at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Deuces.